Well, good morning. First and foremost, just want to thank MVF for allowing us to be here today as we discuss our expansive bill package aimed at ensuring we are maintaining our commitments to those in Michigan, our veterans and their families. My name is Joe Tate. I'm a Michigan State Representative out of House District 9. Our legislation aims to support veterans in Michigan from various angles, from mental health and suicide prevention efforts and outreach to strengthen veterans, abuse reporting protocols, and so much more. As a Marine veteran, I have seen how challenging it can be to make that transition back to civilian life, and how important it is that veterans have access to the benefits and resources they've earned and deserve. That's why I'm proud to lead this more than 20 bill package to bolster those who have served. Retirement pay from uniformed service members from Michigan state income tax, like many states already do, and put more money back in the pockets of our veterans. My sponsored resolution urges Congress to allow reservists and members of the National Guard to receive disability payments while also collecting their military drill pay. These men and women shouldn't have to choose between serving their country and receiving the benefits they've earned. Both of these measures are about one thing: keeping our promise to those who've worn the uniform and ensuring Michigan stands with its veterans, not just in words, but in action. Because when we support our veterans and strengthen our communities, our workforce, and our entire state, House Democrats are committed to a Michigan where those who serve know that their service is respected, their sacrifices are honored, and their future is valued on Veterans Day, but also the entire year. And now I would like to turn it over to my colleague, Representative Mai Xiong.
Thank you, Representative Tate, and thank you all for joining us today. As we come together to honor veterans and Veterans Day, we are reminded that our duty to those who've served does not end with just words of gratitude. It calls on us to act, to build real, lasting support systems that meet the needs of our service members, veterans, and their families. And as a member of the Families and Veterans Committee, I am proud to be part of this package. It's about turning honor into action. It's about backing up our gratitude with tangible investments in the people who have sacrificed so much for us. My bill takes critical steps forward by authorizing the Department of Military and Veterans Affairs to accept private tax-deductible donations for projects that directly benefit our military service members, our veterans community, their families across the state of Michigan. Whether it is improving veterans housing, expanding mental health resources, or supporting reintegration programs, this measure opens new doors for partnerships and innovation. Importantly, this fund will be overseen by a board, which will include members appointed by the governor and represent a variety of perspectives to ensure proper oversight and management of the funds and the board. We can work to ensure that our community and our commitment to veterans and their families is not just confined to one day of remembrance, but lived out in every day through the actions that we make and the policies that we enact. I'd like to now introduce Derek Blumke, who is a United States Air Force and Michigan Air National Guard veteran.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So my name is Derek Blumke. I'm an Air Force veteran. Was deployed twice to Uzbekistan in 01 and 02, and then a third time to Afghanistan in 2005. Today I'm here as the State Legislative Director of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, as well as the Veteran Impact Fellow for the Grunt Style Foundation. making sure that we're taking care of our veterans is the most important commitment this country has. Because when someone signs up to serve our nation, they put themselves at a risk of being in harm's way. My friends and I took that oath, and that's exactly what we did. And the war first began in 2001. We were sent to a base in southern Uzbekistan where 15,000 troops were exposed to chemical weapons and radiation as a result of tactical nuclear weapons being detonated there in 1991. Fast forward to today, I had my first daughter on the 30th of July, 6 days later at MRI, and 6 days after that I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I share this because those who serve our nation don't always know the long-term impacts and commitment that they are making. And it's important and incumbent on our nation and those elected office to make sure that we're ensuring that we're living up to that commitment. These troops and their families, they need the help and all the support they can get. Because when you're dealing with issues like this, whether it's traumatic brain injuries or other issues, trauma from combat, regardless, they need the help and support they deserve. And so some of the legislation here today, we can't thank the representatives enough. Representative Tate, my old friend, can't thank you enough for your support and service to our country as a Marine. Happy birthday, by the way. I'm sure we can't keep you away from the sabers and cake enough, but we'll try to keep the sabers protected for now. Want to thank Reps Andrews, Young, Morgan, Whitwer, McDonald, Wooden, Neely, Pays, Metzer, Brixey, Comlin, Young, Longshon, and Tate for the legislation you've enacted or are introducing. The bill that I'd like to actually stick out and highlight for us is the outreach legislation that would increase outreach for veterans for mental health as well as substance use disorder, because the work that many of us are doing and we care about is the overprescription epidemic of overprescribing psychiatric medications to veterans. Because today, 70% of all veterans at the VA are prescribed a psychiatric drug. Many of these drugs have box warnings. A legislation like this can help provide training, education, and outreach to those who are struggling in their crisis. So I just want to say thank you all for all of your service to our country, those who have served and worn the uniform, Representative Zong, Representative Tate, and everybody for all of your work and support of our nation and those who have served our country. Thank you so much.
Well, we'll continue in Lansing to work on this package again, going beyond Veterans Day. I'd like to thank Representative Song. Derek, thank you so much for making your time available here, as well as Representative Burns, too, who has been a champion as well in this